What's up guys, welcome back. Today marks the Nintendo Switch release of a game called Root Double Before Crime, After Days Xtend Edition. A stunning, intricate visual novel by SEKAI Games, who sent me over this review copy to check out. In fact, the game has been out for quite some time already and has done amazingly well. All the more reason for this HD rendition on Nintendo's flagship console. The game is focused front and center on a nuclear disaster inside of Labo. No, not the Nintendo cardboard creations, but the nuclear research facility as part of one of Japan's most esteemed settlements, with a special focus on telepathy. But where are my manners? Please let the professor and lieutenant explain.
Beyond Communication それは言語を介さずに行う新しい意思伝達方法。研究用の小型原子炉を要する原子力科学研究所です。その原子炉がつい2時間メルトダウンしたのです。
From the main menu, you can choose either of two branches to follow through this game, starting shortly after the nuclear meltdown has occurred, or beginning 6 days prior to the disaster, following different protagonists. As is common with visual novels, Root Double features beautiful anime stills with fully Japanese voice-acted motions. You'll get introduced to the various characters playing a central role to both of the timelines, slowly allowing you to establish some sort of narrative as to what on earth has happened here. But the game goes beyond the novel storytelling and takes on a very serious tone. As the further you progress through the story, the more elaborate your knowledge of nuclear disasters and the fictional world of Root Double becomes. By passing certain points, you'll see your encyclopedia being updated under the section Tips. These are nicely categorized under the tabs Fictional, Non-Fiction, and something in between. The emphasis on the nuclear part of the story, and in fact, the entire premise of being trapped inside of a nuclear center during a meltdown, stems from the fact that this game is rooted in the aftermath of the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster. So much as Root Double is a fantastical visual novel with an intricate story, it is a warning and reminder of the possible effects of nuclear mismanagement. In fact, there's even a part where Chernobyl is mentioned in-game. Check it out.
10トンにも及ぶ放射性物質が原子炉建屋の外に、これは広島型原爆の500倍の量にあたり、それによる死者は膨大な数に、原発職員や事故処理に当たった消防士など3000人が死亡。
One of the unique features of Root Double is the so-called census sympathy system. As opposed to choices such as left or right or yes or no, you'll have to balance your receptiveness to other people's emotions. In most cases, the consequence of not being very responsive are very minor. You might miss a few lines of story here and there, but at other times, you'll get to see a lovely little backstory if you choose rightly, just like this one.
そんな日はきっと
And then there are situations in which your stubbornness or recklessness results in all sorts of disastrous endings and a game over. Fret not though, this game features 40 different endings. So in fact, I made it a sport to die wherever I could just to see as much endings as possible. Thanks to the extensive saving system, you can go back in time and reassess the situation for a different outcome. Root Double Before Crime, After Days Xtend Edition features well over 50 to 60 hours. It is really extensive and hard to put down once you're invested in the stories. But if you've had enough for the moment, you can dive into the extra section where you can browse unlocked artworks, all of which are very nicely executed. There's even a little music player featuring all of the music tracks in this game. All in all, I was genuinely surprised by the quality of this title. I have reviewed other visual novels before. One which I can wholeheartedly recommend is World End Syndrome by Arc System Works. Yes, they're more than just 2D anime fighters. But where World End Syndrome feels like a tarantula with a big cast, large map and a deep web of forking paths, the story of Root Double actually runs deeper. The urgency once you're sucked into the story feels more real. It is a very mature story, set in a lovely anime style we've all come so accustomed to. But what do you guys think? Are you planning on picking this one up, or are you giving this one a pass? Be sure to drop a comment in the section down below and hit that like button if you have enjoyed this little review. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, hit the notification bell and stay up to date on all the latest and greatest, and I will see you next time.